Welcome to the show. It is me, your girl Labora Lee, aka Cat Lee, and you have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast. Listen, I know I have a lot to explain, and I'm going to give you all of the details because I don't leave y'all hanging like that. That's not what I do. But it's a lot to say. It's a lot to say about everything that's going on right now, but it's a lot to say. So let me get to the nitty gritty of the things that we need to talk about. Okay, that's over here. Cool. Let me turn this down a little bit because I can hear the interference. Y'all know I wouldn't stay away from y'all unless it was something crazy. So I'm gonna explain that in a second. Um, but first things first. Today is Wet and Wired Wednesday. Today is the day that we talk about all of the taboo, all of the crazy, all of the madness, and trust me, it's a lot to talk about today. Oh my gosh, let me get past all of the other things that I gotta say. First and foremost, know that the phone line, hold on, let me make sure that's available, is open and ready to go. So if you would like to call in, 443-850-4828, 443-850-4828. Let me get where we need to be at real quick. But drop a comment, send me a text, I am going to pin the link in the comments, so that if you want to come on the show, you can come in and drop, say whatever you gotta say. Cause trust me, baby, we got some things to talk about today. Um, I can't get to the other stuff until I say all of this. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe. More so like than share, but I'm gonna get to it all in a second. All right. So, oh wait, listen. All right, let me put these on the. Let me put all the comments on the screen real quick. Because first of all, Doc, I appreciate you for being concerned and worrying about little old me. I did drop this earlier today, and I said I would explain everything, and I will. I'm sorry that I had you worried. I'm sorry. I can't help God's design. I can't. It's not in me to have a answer for that. And Knox is good. He didn't go through what I went through, so he's definitely good. But I did talk to him today, and I will be chatting with him a little later on about how. Okay, it's plugged up. Chatting with him a little later on about how we're gonna make up the last tap in because we didn't get to do that either. It's Wet and Wired, and I got some things to talk about. I'm here for it. So no, it's not good stuff. So let me put that on the screen. So I live in Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland, and this time of year is hurricane season for us. And I couldn't tell you that because I couldn't get on camera. So what happened was, and Rock is in the building with comments tonight. What, Rock? You never comment this much. What is going on with you? But so it's hurricane season in my area. So Monday, we had a really, really horrible storm. And it was so horrible that the winds knocked out lines in a neighboring county, but that neighboring county is connected to our county. So when it knocked out their lines, it knocked out our lines. I did not get electricity until about 2-3 o'clock yesterday. And by that time, I had no time to prepare, no time to do anything, none of the things that I would do for the show before I do prior to the show, not even getting down with Knox. And that's something that we do on a Tuesday. So from Monday night all the way until about 3 o'clock yesterday, we had no electricity. Now, the beautiful part is, we have a generator, and we were able to save our food and stuff like that until they got it back together. But they didn't even project that we would have electricity until 10 p.m. Now, like I said, 2, 3 o'clock, we had electricity, but then by 7, 8 o'clock, it was clicking on and off. So it was, yeah, good old BG, BG&E. But by 8 through 9, it was clicking on and off. And then our cable company, Comcast, well, like I said, it's two different situations here, but by the time that all of that stopped, then we had to wait for Comcast to come in and get everything together. But we were good. We live in a solid foundation of a house. It's an old house, but it's solid. But we just didn't have electricity. But me and my daughter, we spent several hours talking and having girl time and having a good time together. Great to you still had a decent living condition. Oh, well, for sure. And again, we've had our generator for a minute now, and we prepare for these situations. So we went out, we got gasoline, we got oil for the generator, we got that popping until it got jumping. But in the studio, there was no electricity because we have to be sparingly about where we run our electricity from. So when it comes to the generator, so that's what happened. It was like 2,000 homes that did not have electricity. It was a lot. It was a lot, but we were good. We were solid. We had flashlights and lead lights and stuff like that sporadically spread it out through the house. So we were good, other than we just didn't have electricity. So I couldn't do the show. And I'm sorry. I apologize to you guys for not being able to do the show yesterday or Monday, but we can't play with the Most High. The Most High move how the Most High move. And so that's what happened. And then the crazy part is I did talk to Knox yesterday after our electricity came back on and I was able to charge my phone and all of that. And he was like, "You still doing the show?" And I was like, "I can't. I'm not even prepared," because it was chaotic around here, but we were all right. So that is why it's Wet and Wired Wednesday and it says Gone with the Wind, because our electricity was gone with the freaking wind. It was gone. And then it's some other things that happened too. Oh, thank you, Doc, baby. I appreciate you so much. My Brazilian, not Brazilian man. I appreciate you. As long as you and the fam were safe and sound. We were good. We know how to get it together when it comes to our situation. So, you know what I mean? We made it happen. And then the crazy part too is that we were redesigning our bathroom. So even the contractors came in yesterday and they couldn't do their job because we had no electricity. It was crazy. But they finished the job today, so I'm happy about that. We got a brand new bathroom. The shower is great. I took one last night and it was like, oh, it's the best shower ever. Yeah. The title was a puzzle. I know, but we're going to talk about what happened in Alabama, and I'm going to tell you why we're going to talk about that. I'm Gone with the Wind, because our power was gone with the wind. It wasn't even the rain. It was the wind that took out the power lines. She about to dip out. I'm not going nowhere. I'm here. But our power was gone with the wind. It was so heavy yesterday Monday, that we had no power until yesterday, late in the afternoon. All right, so let's get to the real Gone with the Wind, though. You see the title says Gone with the Wind, and Alabama, the chairs were flying, because we got to get into, yes, Doc, we got to get into the Alabama Sweet Tea Party Brawl. We got to get into that, and we going to, what's crazy? My aunt lives in Montgomery, like 20 minutes away from where that incident took place. And so she was able to give me a lot of intel today as well about what went down and all of that good stuff. So we're going to get into it. Now some of her intel was wrong, but that's what I expect from older people, older folks. They make up stuff as they go along, but we won't talk about it. So, as we know, it went down in Alabama, and that was the proudest moment of my life. Let me tell you why. Because Alabama has always been one of those states where it's crazy, and there's a lot of insane stuff that people don't know about Alabama. And we're gonna get into that tonight too. But it's a lot of crazy things that go down in Alabama and nobody pays attention to. But we all know what happened. It went down in Alabama, and I was so proud of my people. I was proud of my people because this was the first time that I ever seen my people come together. It was Wakanda forever. Like it was amazing to see how they stood together, united. Like I can't even cuss right now, but how they stood together, united. And they came together. I'm going to cuss soon though, because that's in my DNA to cuss. But how they came together, everyone got their Brazilian man on. Period, Doc. Period. That's what I love to see. I've been saying, and if you pay attention to this podcast, I've been saying this for a long time. It comes a point where we get tired of the BS. I'm trying to keep it together before I start. I don't think I got time. I can't cuss right now, but it comes a point in time where we get tired of people playing with us. And this was one of them times where we got tired of people playing with us. So Doc said, I'm just glad there was no guns. Situation could have went left. But I'm glad there was no guns, but I'm also glad that our people stopped them from doing what they could have did to that man. Because you know how many stories that we get where a black man gets choked out, and it don't even be that serious. They just choke him out, and then he passes away, and they push it to the side like it means nothing. And I saw arms around that black. We're gonna get into it. I saw white arms around that black man's neck, and I'm so glad. It's so many layers to the situation, though. So let's talk about it. Let me bring up what I gotta bring up. So, Doc said, "Oh, I know, right." And it's messed up because we are the foundation that helped build America. And they play with us like we didn't help build this country. They play with us like that White House that the politicians sit in wasn't built by black hands. Like that city in itself that they call the Capitol wasn't built by black hands. Like the cities across America wasn't built by black hands. Like what happened in Tulsa, Black Wall Street, didn't happen. Like Rosewood really didn't happen. Like these are a lot of historical events that happened, and they try to brush them to the side. But we're gonna bring this because we're gonna watch this while I talk because y'all know I gotta talk this. Y'all know it's no way humanly possible I could let this go by and not talk about it. It's me we talking about. Hold on, let me bring this on the screen real quick. It's me we talking about. And y'all know that I got to talk about it because I got to talk about it. It's just what it is. So first and foremost, let's start by, I have a problem with people who have a problem with a person doing their job. I get paid to do this job. And I don't know what minimum wage is in Alabama. Hold on. Because it's not on my screen right now. Okay, here we go. I don't know. Yeah, let me say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Let's go. And I've been that. But this particular situation bothers me. Because why is it that a black man is trying to do his freaking job? he get paid to do this job, and sometimes I do agree that sometimes, we go a little hard for our jobs and we get paid minimum wage and all of that stuff. Okay, it's laggy, so it'll come up. Okay. Um, there's a lot of lagging that's going on right now. Maybe I need to switch. And then if we got things they call, okay, so they call us lazy. They say that we don't want to do the work, which is a freaking dot. Let me know when it's safe to cuss because I really want to cuss, but I can't cuss right now. But they say that we're lazy, we don't want to do our jobs, and don't pay attention to the commercial. We don't want to work hard. We don't want to do this. But this is a specific moment where a black man was doing his job. He was there to do his job. It's a big sign. Now, this is where my aunt comes in, right? Hold on. Let me cause I'm tired of it. I am. Um, Let me put that up. The city boat couldn't dock because they were blocking the pier and he had to do a job. He had a job to do. I got 3 minutes. Thank you, because I can't wait to cuss. I can't wait to cuss. I can't wait to cuss. Where my coffee go? I can't wait to cuss. Oh, I've been waiting. I'm going to play this again. I can't wait to cuss. But this is one of those times where a man, specifically a black man, was doing his job. Look, he was doing his job. That was my favorite point. That was my favorite point of the situation. But it's going to keep replaying because I'm going to keep fussing about this until I get it off my chest. So he was there to do a job. That man, that black man in the white shirt and I'm presuming black short. Oh, look at what they call Aquaman, was to make sure that the Harriet, again, I got intel because my aunt lived in Montgomery, Alabama. Let me make this bigger. The Harriet, that's the name of the boat that he was there trying to put in a situation, was supposed to be docking, letting the people who were on the Aquaman, yes. I'm presuming, it wasn't. That was where we came together like Wakanda. I listen. Let me get this off my chest. So I'm presuming that the people were trying to get off of the boat, and the next, if it's anything like Maryland, the Inner Harbor here, if you've been to Maryland, if you lived in Maryland, we have boats. They hold on. I'm gonna replay that again. They dock. I hate that. But they dock. You know what I mean? Like, and then the next people Okay, let me know if you can hear and you can see me now. I'm not even gonna go to the audio. We all saw the video, so I don't feel like I have to play it. I feel like we should just talk about it. Um, it's weird times here in Baltimore. It's weird times. Let me know if you can hear me. You can see me, so whether it's good because I'm on two different situations. But let me know if you can hear and you can see me so that I can finish my rant. Oh, because I got a rant. Okay, good. So, if it's anything like Baltimore, which my aunt has been trying to get us to come to Montgomery, well, myself and my sister and my daughter to Montgomery for a minute now. Um, I refuse to go to Alabama because I know some things about Alabama, and Alabama bothers me. Let me know if it get glitchy again, though. All right. So, anyway, this man was there to do his job. Actually, they keep calling him security. He was not security. He was the co-captain of the Harriet. He got on, because I got my intel. He got on a little boat to cross over so that he could move their boat out of the way because that is where the Harriet docks. It's a big ass sign that sits right there that says, "Do not park here," because that's where the Harriet docks, right? But privilege. Hold on, let me see what you said. That a smaller boat, a dingy. Exactly. But anyway, it's a big ass sign. Again, I got my intel. My aunt lives in Montgomery, Alabama. I'm so grateful. But it's a big ass sign right there that says, "Do not dock your boats here," because of the industry that goes in that area. But they decided anyway. That was good. That was good. I'm gonna leave that right there because I'm gonna get to your comment in a minute. But they decided anyway to dock their boat there anyway. And then he didn't start the situation. He just moved out the way so the hurry could pull up because then people had been on there for an hour waiting to dock. And they parked a little punk. Can I cuss now? Because I don't even want to go in first. Doc, is it okay for me to cuss? Let me know before I go in. Let me get my coffee. Is it okay for me to cuss? Let me know if I'm good, because I want to go in real quick. And I can't, because I don't want... Okay, I can go. Yes! So they parked their little punk-ass boat right there anyway, left the boat, went on about their little punk-ass ways, and then got mad because he started pushing a little punk-ass, dingy-ass, dumb-ass, ugly-ass boat out of the way, right? So now he's proceeding to tell them why he did it. Jumped the man. And I was so proud of my people and that day, especially because it's Alabama. And if you know anything about civil rights, you know how it went down in Alabama, right? Okay, let me see what Doc say. You know how I go down in Alabama. So the fact that all he did was take his foot and push the boat out of the way so that the hurry could dock so those people could get off and the next crew could get on and they can convene about their day was nice. That was a nice thing to do because it could have went. We black people, y'all know we petty. You pass Twitch and YouTube commercial and ad period. Okay, cool. That's why I come to you, baby, because I know that you're going to let me know. But anyway, so let's get to what happened. They go to the argument. Let's get to the hat situation. I felt like the hat situation was like all right, let's form like Voltron and come together. And yeah, he got jumped for a minute. I know a few minutes. But oh my gosh, I'm dropping coffee on myself because I got pumped. The way our people was not having it. Let's talk about Aquaman. That boy is 17 years old. They did release a statement. He said that y'all could stop sending him cash apps. He's gotten everything that he's needed. Now I will say this. Yes, that was Avengers Assemble. No, that was Wakanda. Let's go. Fuck Avengers. That was Wakanda. Let's get it together. Wakanda forever. We formed. We got together and we was y'all shit. Cause y'all gotta stop thinking that the privilege of the past exists today, right? We are tired of being nice. We are tired of going about it the peaceful route. At some point in time, y'all gonna piss us off enough as though we want to fight. Let me take a sip. Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna piss us off, and y'all gonna piss us off enough. And that day, y'all learned that day. Y'all fucked around. Y'all found, and y'all learned that day. It's only but so much we could take. Let me take a sip of my coffee. So y'all learned that day. Y'all thought y'all privilege was gonna be the okay and everything was gonna be cool and copacetic and y'all was gonna jump that black man and black people were gonna stand by. And I'm gonna take up for this young man because I'm gonna get to Aquaman in a minute. I'm gonna take up for the little young man. Hold on. Cause it's jumping. I'm gonna take up for the white boy. I'm gonna take up for him even. Because he was trying to have that man back. They punched him in the stomach. And I could tell that was his summer job. I could tell that was his summer job. And I felt like in my spirit, he was like, Mom, I didn't sign up for this shit. And he moved out the way. But they did punch that little white boy in the stomach. And what the fuck were y'all doing? You know what I mean? Like, but anyway, the whole boat about it, folks, fully with the shit. Yes. All right, hold on. My audio so fucked up. Let me know. I don't know what's going on. It's always when I talk, I want to talk about something serious. I swear to goodness, this always happens when I have serious subject matter. And it's not a specific day. It's just whenever I got some serious audio, a little glitchy, but it's not now. Okay. It's always when I have something serious to say. I don't know. But I felt sorry for the young little white boy, young man, because you could tell that was his summer job. You feel me? And they punched that young man in his stomach, and he didn't deserve that either. The man out to stop you. They are. You never notice that every time I want to get serious, it get glitchy and it get weird. I don't know what that is about. But anyway, I feel like they know that my voice is a voice of logic and reason. And so I'm going to keep speaking. They not stopping. I'm going to keep speaking. And especially because I pay the bills over here. Like, why y'all trying to play with me? But I felt sorry for the little white boy because you could tell that was his summer job and he was just trying to help his coworker. Yeah, thank you, babe. Somebody got to witness this shit. I'm not easy. This shit really happens every time I have something serious. When I'm talking about the bullshit, I never had these issues. But when I'm talking about something serious, I always have these issues. I don't know what it is. But anyway, we're going to keep the show going. So I felt bad for the little white boy because they punched him in his stomach. And then they really were jumping. And you know what made me sick about the whole situation? like after the police actually came in and intervened, how they was crying to the police, like they weren't the reason why that shit happened. That shit made me mad. That shit made me angry. Crying for you started this shit, and now you want to cry about the shit. Look at this shit. Look at it. Look what's happening. Look at this shit. I swear to goodness, look at this shit. Hold on. Maybe I gotta switch. Y'all give me. Yeah, exactly. Of course they switched to they crying and all that shit because they was getting their ass whipped. Wait a minute, let me go to my other all right, y'all give me a second. Let me go to my other internet connection. Cause for some strange reason this shit is acting a fucking fool. And I don't like it. Hold on. Yeah, of course they cried about it. Give me one. All right, hopefully y'all can see me. I switched my internet connection so that maybe we'll move a little better. I swear this always happens when I got something serious to say. They don't want me to say what I'm gonna say. Let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, we're good. You said you can. Okay, you can see me and hear me. But of course, they cried when the police came. But the one thing that I love above all is that it was on video. Because that way they could show and that they can prove what really went down. Y'all jumped that black man. He didn't do anything but do his job. And y'all jumped him. Now let's get to Aquaman. Because they say black people can't swim. He just proved y'all ass is wrong. Because he jumped off that boat and he swam across that channel and he lost the shoe, but he swam, and he got there and he was ready for war. He was ready to stand up for his coworker because he actually worked for the company. Now, I will say this. They did make arrest. They did issue, yeah. Yes, he was, Doc. He was swimming. I was like, swim. He was swimming. I know y'all think black people can't swim. That's a freaking lie. Some of us can swim. Some of us can swim. But I'm very proud of him because he's only 17 years old. And he stood up for what he believed in, and what he believed is that they were wrong, ready, and with the action. He was, and he did that because he felt in his heart what they were doing was wrong. And I love him for that. I don't even know this young man, but everybody that worked for that company, the company that's responsible for the Harriet, got fired. I feel like I want to start a petition to get them their jobs back. And maybe they don't want the job back because that was a lot. That was a whole fucking lot. But none of them still have their jobs. Warrants were issued. Thank goodness the people who started it, a lot of the people that started it were arrested. The man who hit, and I'm tired of y'all saying that man hit a lady with the chair. It was a man that he hit with the chair. And If you go on the internet, you can see the different angles. He hit a man with the chair. Now, the lady that got tossed up, she got tossed up by sisters. She got tossed up by African American females, one of which did not drop her purse. And I was like, yeah. And then one of the sisters pushed her, the chick with the purse, down. My point is this: it comes a time where we get tired of being peaceful. We've tried that so many times over. And guess what? We keep getting the fucking. Look, they doing it again. They doing it again. It's nothing else I can do. They doing it again. But I'm going to get my point across. It comes a time where we get tired of being the people who are tormented, the people who are terrorized. And that's why that happened. And it happened in a state where we have been tormented and terrorized, not maybe almost the most. You feel me? That's been happening in Alabama for a long time. And again, my aunt lives in Montgomery and she wants us to come visit her there. And the problem that even though it's a majority Black city, just like Baltimore is, but it went down a little bit different in Baltimore City than it would have in Montgomery. Like, they beat their asses. You might have got taken out here in Baltimore. Because, sorry, but they with the shits in Baltimore. And they wish a nigga would in Baltimore. So it would have ended differently. Yes, it would have been the situation. You know what I'm talking about. The pow situation here in Baltimore. But, and I don't want that to happen, but at the same time, it's only but so much we can take. And I do believe in a lot of what Malcolm X said, which is by any means necessary. And so I love that the law and the justice don't match, sadly. It does not. Now, here's the other interesting fact. The mayor of Montgomery is a Black man. And he's the first Black mayor of Montgomery. He tried to handle it delicately, like nobody should be doing. You know what they say in politics. Yeah, that's exact. Because if Baltimore City would have been involved, they would have been. Sorry, it would have been. But Doc said that's why I'm glad no guns were involved. Well, no situations was involved. It would have happened here. It would have went down. It would have been a red harbor. Let's just say that. But it don't go down here like that. Like, that's not a situation. They don't feel so freely to do what they did to that man here in Baltimore. They would never feel so freely to do what they did to that man. And Montgomery here in Baltimore, it's a different demographic. And these ninjas is crazy here in Baltimore. But the mayor, of course, the first Black mayor of Montgomery, he tried to handle it with diplomacy. Now, here's the thing that I want everybody to understand too. Because he is the first Black mayor of Montgomery, he has to handle it with diplomacy. Just like it's a lot of things that everybody was fussing at Barack Obama about. They was mad at Barack Obama. But when you are the first, you can't go hard like you want to. Sorry, I'm going to say you can't. Just like with Barack Obama with the pipeline, and what was that, South Dakota or North Dakota? Correct me if I'm wrong. But you cannot, when you are the first Black, just go hard. And so a lot of people, he ain't do nothing for the Black people. You can't deal with it. It's politics. And it's weird with politics. That's the issue with Black politicians. They have to cater to all. They do. They don't have a choice. Or at least they think so. They kind of do. And I'm going to tell you why they kind of do. You see how Barack did 2 terms? If he hadn't catered... If he had not have catered to all, he wouldn't have got reelected. And he still had to cater after he got reelected. That's just the way politics work. Politics and black issues are not the same. Being president is different. Black people only make up about 13% of the U.S. population. Exactly. Now, what you think being the mayor of Montgomery would be? Because now you got to deal with not only do you got to deal with your city, but you got to deal with the other politicians around the state. It's crazy. Yeah, local politics is a little bit easier, but not so much. We want to think that it's easier, but it's not so much because they still got to cater too. They still got to cater. Listen, we got our first black governor in this state, and you know what he going to do? Cater. Well, we've had a few black politicians, and they ain't showed us shit here in Baltimore City. As far as mayor's concerned, we had who do we have? When we had Mayor Schmoke, that was our first one. Well, not our first one, but one that's memorable for a lot of people. We had one before him. And then we had white ones again, and then we had we've had a few. And the problem that I had, I'm not even, because I was about to go in just because of how I feel about my black contractor, but I'm not going to put him in the politics game. But sometimes us as a people make it hard for us as a people. I'm gonna just say that to us or all. No, damn. Listen, let me say this. There is no politician that caters to us. Ever. And never. Once they get in them doors, it's fuck us. They cater to us for the election, but after they've been elected, it's no us. Fuck us. Uh-oh, bad business. Yeah, it's what it is. And then, again, I'm not going to bring my contractor into it, but let me just say this. Once they get in position, sometimes, a lot of times, it's fuck us. It's not about us anymore. And I think that we as a people, we need to pay attention to that. And even though we elect people because we happy, oh, we got black politicians. Shit, how? I live around the corner from where a congressman actually, that's his headquarters. I literally, I want to say it's like 2 minutes away. But he don't cater to us as a black people. He cater to whoever's elected him. You feel me? And that's one thing that I just wish we paid more attention to. It's not about us once they get in that seat. It's about us while they're campaigning for the election. Once they get in that seat, now they got to sit in Congress. They got to sit in the House of Representatives. They got to sit in Senate. They got to sit, even if they are the highest power. Hold on. The highest power of the highest seat of this country, once they get elected, it's not about us. And my problem is like, I'm tired of electing people who are not about us. I am. All right, so Doc said, okay. So first of all, Doc, let's pay attention to the fact that Rock is in the building more than he's ever been in the building ever. But yeah. Hi, Rock. We see you. Little Rock 2517. We see you, baby. When I spend my black dollar, I tell them be fair and professional. You already got me in the door. You need to keep me here and coming back. You know what? You know what's crazy? And I'm gonna take you another level on this real quick. I'm saying spend it on black businesses. I'm gonna get to that in a second. And I know that y'all don't want to hear this from me, but I'm known to say things. We keep falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Yeah, we do. every fucking time. Rock must have been worried too. Oh, y'all care about me. It was a storm. It wasn't me. Y'all know I would be here. Y'all know I would be here. But let me say this. Even with businesses, this is the crazy part. So I'm going to give a scenario. So I go into a business. I don't care if it's Black owned, Korean owned, Chinese owned. I don't give a fuck. If I'm spending my dollar, and it's not about me being Black, it's about me working hard for that dollar that you're taking from me. I want good service, right? Just period. I don't give a fuck who owned the business. I do not give two shits what your race is. So in my mind, Doc, because you said something, let me put this back on the screen real quick because that means a lot to me on what you just said. So if I go into an establishment and I'm spending my hard-earned dollar, I don't give a fuck what color my skin is, and I'm not being treated with good customer service, it's a fucking problem. And I'm going to show you that it's a problem because that's how I get down. But I agree with this. I agree with Black businesses, but at the same time, even they do it, which is crazy to me. It's insane to me. You feel me? I just expect good service. You want my dollar, and if I'm not getting it, it's a problem, and I'm not trying to spend my dollar there. It is me too. You had to work a little harder for that dollar because you are Black. Exactly. So when I come into an establishment, treat me like you would treat a Caucasian person. Treat me like you would treat an Asian person. Treat me like you would treat, I'm not going to say Native American because they be doing us grimy on that side too. But treat me like you would treat anybody else. You want my money. You cannot take my money and give me shitty service. I'm not rocking with that shit. Sorry. I'm not rocking with that shit. No, I can't do it. You're not taking my money and treat me any kind of fucking way. Like I just gotta give you my money. Nigga, I don't gotta give you my money. And I say nigga, don't ever take me saying nigga as I'm talking about Black people. I'm talking about people in general. Because to me, nigga means ignorance. So don't ever get that twisted. Nigga, I'm giving you my money. You better treat me well. You want this tip, don't you? You want me to treat you a certain kind of way. Treat me a certain kind of way. Give me what you want to receive. And if not, I'm going to take my business elsewhere and you not get my money. It's been times I walked into an establishment and people told me I got to take what they give me because that's what they said I got to give me. And I let them, like, for example, I'm going to get y'all another scenario. So I went to this establishment with an ex-boyfriend of mine. And what made me mad about him was he was like, just do what they say. And no. What you don't know about me is I'm real militant. My mother say that all the time. I'm in her eyes, I'm the rebellious one, and I'm very militant. Hold on, let me put your comment on the screen, Doc. But we went into this establishment, and you and Rock probably know. Y'all know about Mondawmin Mall a little bit. So we went into this establishment, and I have phobias. Like I'm very claustrophobic. I am. My other phobia is this: my wet foods can't touch my dried foods. I don't know if that's the best way to describe it. So if I got like fried chicken and some fries, I don't want them in the same container as maybe my grains or anything that's wet. It makes me gag. It makes me sick. I can't eat it. So if I walk into an establishment and I tell you that, all right, I need them in separate containers, I'm saying that's for a reason. Yes, it's very much a segregation of food. I don't want my fried foods with my soggy food. I need my fried foods to stay crunchy. So anyway, I walk into this establishment with my ex-boyfriend, my high school sweetheart, actually. We walk into this establishment. We go to get our food. And I tell the lady, like, I just need them in separate containers. I'll pay for the container. I just can't have them touching. I'm not going to be able to eat it. She told me I had to pay for a whole new meal. So I let her fix the meal, put it all in one container, and guess what I said? I'm not paying for that shit. And I walked out. And he was mad at me because I walked out. Because if I say something to you about something about me, it's not a race thing, it's a personal thing. And you telling me I got to deal with what you say anyway? Oh, I'm going to let you waste your food. I'm going to let you waste your time, and I'm going to let you put it together, and then I'm going to walk the fuck out. Bitch, no, I'm not buying no new Tupperware. Bitch, I already said that I was going to pay for a separate container. You're not going to charge me for a whole separate meal. I'm sorry. That's just not. No, I'm not bringing my own Tupperware to shit. Bitch, I'm paying my money for this food. You're going to give it to me the way I asked to have it. Yeah, I am Petty Boots. Me and Aubrey is in the same. I'm Petty Boots like a motherfucker. I let that bitch make my whole fucking meal. And I'm calling her a bitch because she made me mad that day. I let that bitch make the whole meal, put it all in together. And then I was like, I don't want it. And I walked out. And I kept my money. Don't play with me. I am Petty Boots. I am. Don't play with me, because you're not taking my money that I worked hard for and telling me I got to get it the way you telling me I got to get it. No, fuck you. I might be rebellious. I might be militant, and I'm okay with that. You got to deal with being okay with it. Not me. I'm good with who I am as a person. Period. So when it comes to Montgomery, Alabama, the Harriet situation, I was all for that. Oh, I was all for that shit. You're not getting ready to play with me. You're not gonna tell me how I gotta take nothing. You're not gonna tell me I just gotta deal with you. I'm doing my fucking job. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, that fucking shit made my life. That made me happy. I was so happy to see our people stand together. I was. Because if you let people tell you how, because people gonna continue to try to tell you how you gotta. No, you're not telling me how I gotta nothing. I'm gonna tell you. You want my money, don't you? I'm gonna tell you. You're not gonna tell me. So yeah, I was here for that shit. Sorry. It might be sad. He said, too funny, and said, sorry. It's what it is. I know who I am as a person. And if I tell you I can't deal with something because this is part of my psychological makeup, then it is what it is. You better. And you want this money, don't you? You better. You ain't gonna take my money and tell me how I got it. No. Cat only dates. Nope. And I don't even do the buffet situation. I don't have to deal with that at a buffet situation. If I go to a well-established restaurant, I'm going to get it how I want it. If I don't like it, they're going to take it back and they're going to bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Cat only dates go good at buffet. No, she gets to be prejudiced to her wet and dry foods. I am very prejudiced. I just don't want them to touch. I want my fried foods to be crunchy. I want to bite into that and have. I want to crunch, and I don't want it to get soggy by my wet foods. I've been like this since a little kid, so I'm not changing who I am. I don't care. Doc, I don't care. I don't. But you're not going to tell me how I got to get it and you want my money. No, I'm going to tell you how I want it, and you're going to serve it to me the way I want it, and that's that. I want my money's worth on your OnlyFans. I don't have an OnlyFans, so how you gonna get your money's worth? You can give me your money right here, baby, because I'm not going to OnlyFans. Why you keep trying to get me? Because you want to see my touches? You can see them here. You just can't see the areola. But you can give me your money here, baby. Why you gotta give it to me on OnlyFans? I don't understand. I'm not going to OnlyFans. Sorry. And even if I did go to OnlyFans, I'm gonna go to OnlyFans with I want my fried foods on this platter, and I want my wet foods on this platter. Don't you put that shit on the same shit. Love versus Virginia Cat versus one plate to go. No, nigga, I said I pay for the extra plate. You better give it to me the way I asked for it. My point is this: you want my money, then you gotta give it to me the way that I asked for it. Sorry. And I will make you make my plate, put it all on there, piling on all that shit, and then walk the fuck out. Who the fuck you playing with? I'm not her. Sorry. All right, let me get to these because we already past the time. Let me get to these love notes. Who you playing with? I'm not her. Sorry. My mother Ben said I was militant. And I love all of my militants. I don't take it away for nothing. I am who I am. I'm the person that I am because of these things. And FYI, and I showed y'all my DNA makeup, but documents prove that my peoples is part of the Nat Turner Rebellion. Who you playing with? I knew I was rebellious for a reason. Who you playing with? I'm here for the rebellion. If I would have been a slave, I don't know. I might have been a slave in my past life, but I probably died because I just can't. I'm sorry. And I feel like my daughter would have died too because she got a smart ass mouth. Like Master would have been like, "Go fetch the horse," and she would have been like, "Why the fuck I gotta get it? You got 2 legs." So I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. Sometimes I gotta tell her like, "Cause I said so, nigga." Me and her would have been out of here. All right, let me. I'm sorry. Me and her would have been out of this piece. All right, love notes. Let me find my love notes. I don't know what's going on right now. We would have been dead. Me and my daughter would have been dead because we just rebellious. We don't gotta apply to y'all rules. Let me get to the love notes. I'm sorry. Fuck y'all rules. We go hard. Big love. My top 6: the United States, the United Kingdom, India, France, Germany, Belgium, specifically Brussels. I learned something about y'all today. I love you. Thank you, babies. Hi, honeys. I appreciate you. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Canada, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Hi, babies. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Japan, Ireland, and Nepal. I love you all. I do. Thank you for coming. Mauritius, Israel, Hong Kong, China, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, Czech Republic, and Portugal. Hi, honey. Thank you for the love. I appreciate you guys so much. Let me get to these comments. I love you guys so much. Let me just say that a lot of you guys have no clue what we go through as African Americans in the United States. And so I might say things that might bother you, but I stand on what I say. I do. I stand on what I say. But yeah, I don't play that shit. You're not going to tell me what I got to take. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to get. And that's what it is. All right. So Doc said you got the reference right. It's together. I had it together. Doc. I did. This time I had it together. I got myself together tonight. Yeah. So that is the reason why we call it love notes now. So I called it love. He called it show notes. So love plus show notes equal love notes. Hey, honey. I'm sorry, but fuck this shit. I'm for this shit, Doc. I'm not for it. I'm fighting everybody. All right, so let me get these other things. For nobody's shit. All right, if you would like to come on the show, hit us up, ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. I don't see it coming across the screen because it's laggy today. They don't want me to say all of my rebellious shit, but I don't give a fuck. I'm saying it anyway. I don't care. If you'd like to join the conversation, hit us up. Drop a comment, call in, or text 443-850-4828, 443-850-4828, or ask me to drop the link. I didn't even get to drop the link today because I was too in my feelings today. I don't give a shit. I'm going to say what I want to say. Just the rebellion in me. I have permission to play videos. I didn't do it today, but if I did, you know what it is. On social media. I don't know what's happening here, but whatever. Hit me on IG at Miss_ambitiously ENT, on Facebook at ambitiously, on YouTube, ambitiously the podcast. That's what it is. Like, share, and subscribe. They hating on me for real. But like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. Please make sure y'all do that. We need the love. They don't like what we saying, but we saying it anyway. Like, stop playing with us. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. My Cash App has been on the screen all night long, so I don't feel like I gotta put that up there, but I'll put it up there anyway. So if you like to donate to the show, then go to Cash App. Join our coffee situation. So coffee.com/ambitiouslyent. You can also join our Patreon /ambitiouslyent. Same thing for our viewit.com/ambitiouslyent. Big shout out to King Knox. Sorry that y'all didn't get to enjoy his delightful personality this week, but it's hurricane season, so just get used to it. We get the generator up. But he got mixtapes that's circulating and all that stuff. So make sure you check that out too. And big shout out to our DJ Rukazi. And he be killing it on the ones and twos. So yeah, big shout out to him as well. I don't know what's going on. They don't want me to be great, but it's okay. I said what I had to say anyway, and I don't care. What? And then why is Mozilla popping up? Because I don't even know why that's on my computer, but whatever. I love y'all, man. Y'all extraordinary. So let's see what Doc had to say. I was crying laughing, Doc. Me and my daughter, we would have died back then. We too rebellious. And now it's freezing up, but it's all good. She got a rebellious spirit. I got a rebellious spirit. She even rebellious with me sometimes. It's just she know my limits of what I'm going to deal with and what I'm not going to deal with. So I don't really deal with too much when it comes to her. But, you know, she with the shits too. So we would have died first. Love me, babe. I don't know. When I'm speaking this rebellious talk, they don't like it, so I get laggy. We are worldwide. Don't test us as a whole. Period. Don't play with us. We with the shits. We with it. Top flight. Let me read everything. Hold on. If it let me put it on the screen because they hating. Top flight. Catch the vibe and these hands with Cat Lee, period, because I can fight, nigga. Props to King Knox, period. Salute to DJ Rukazi, period. It's coming across slow. I read that part already. It's only when I say something that they don't want me to say. But I don't care. I'm going to say it anyway. Rock. Are you blaming this on Rock? You can't. All right. He stayed in the building today. Don't blame this on Rock. He never stayed. He jump in and out. Rock, that's to you easier to explain. Cash at then. Oh, yeah, no, my boo. Right. Rock. Doc said that's to you easier to explain Cash App than OnlyFans to your other women. Period. I'm just looking for your girl here. Why I gotta go to OnlyFans just because you want to see my tachis? That ain't cool. All right, so some things I gotta say before I get out of here. One is, I love you guys, man. This is fun. It was fun to just talk about all of the shit that went down. They fucked around and they found the fuck out. Don't play. First things first, mind your business. Everybody's business, not your business. Unless it's a situation like what happened in Montgomery, Alabama, where everybody should be minding that business as far as our people are concerned and jump in. But mind your business. Everybody's business is not your business. Media Mondays is where we usually mind everybody's business, but we didn't get to do it this Monday. Boo. But mind your business. Everybody's business is not yours. It's a difference between staying in your lane and minding your business, and we're gonna get to that in a minute. Make sure y'all come through and check out Tap In. Doc, why are you playing with me tonight? Let me finish. Make sure you check in for the Tap In Tuesdays. We tap in, we talk about music. We didn't even get to do our trivia. Oh my gosh. We didn't get to take our final exam. I feel some kind of way about that. I was trying to mind your business when you ain't sure. I know, but it wasn't me. It was God's will. He said I couldn't. He said I couldn't come on. Gotta list me as a safety contact. I know. I do. I do. Because you care. You care. I got to. But I'm going to tell you the difference between staying in your lane and minding your business, but we'll get to that in a minute. Love your babies, hug your babies, encourage your babies, tell your babies they are the greatest of all times, period. They need that encouragement. Oh, look, I found my little goat sign. Tell your babies they are the goat. If they want to work for NASA, then tell them to be the best astronaut, engineer, secretary, janitor, or receptionist, whatever the fuck they do at NASA. I don't know. I don't work there. It's space. If they want to work for NASCAR, then tell them to be the best pit boss, NASCAR driver, or commentator, or whatever the fuck they do over there at NASCAR. I don't know. I don't work for NASCAR. But the point is, encourage them to be great. They need that encouragement. School is about to start back up. I encourage you to give them encouragement in the morning because that's the best time to do it. And it's when they do anything. Stay in your lane. Everybody's lane is not your lane. And guess what? The people in Montgomery, Alabama got this. And you jump in my lane, you're going to get that too. So don't play with us. Don't play with us. You want her. Hold on. She's sweet, kind, cuddly, adorable, and all of that good shit. Or at least her. Because baby, if Cat is purring, she is a happy girl. But stay in your lane. Everybody's lane is not your lane. You jump into other people's lanes, a collision happens. Y'all see what happened in Montgomery? A collision happens, and don't nobody want that. Who the fuck needs that? Nobody. So just stay in your lane. Pick and choose your battles wisely. In this particular situation, the white folks didn't pick and choose wisely because they fucked around and they found the fuck out. I'm so proud of my people. But pick and choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not a battle for you to fight. It's not. So just pick and choose wisely. That's it. Worry about the war. And in this situation, the war is privilege. Privilege don't make you above nobody. You think you have privilege, but you don't. But anyway, pick and choose your battles wisely. Let me see what other comments we got, because Doc probably. I'm scared to see what you put on the screen. I'm gonna just read it. What the freak is going on? In these last days of summer, sip that sweet tea and toast to the brawl. Period. Let me see. Hopefully wishing all the black folks are safe and well. I do hope and wish, but if not, fuck some shit up. That's how I feel. Doc, stop. Nice improv. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. Anyway, y'all be safe out here. Stay out of trouble. Hopefully nobody else will have a brawl. Hopefully this was a lesson to all of you people out here that think that y'all can just do what y'all want to do, black folks. Hopefully this was a lesson. Black folks don't go out here start no trouble just to be starting it. But when they play with you, make sure they find out. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. When they start the shit, then you finish the shit. That's all. Don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff. That's all I'm saying. They started the stuff and there was some stuff. So that's all I gotta say to that. But I love you guys. Doc, bye my Brazilian, not Brazilian man. Rock, you're not gonna see my Tachi, so you might as well give it up here, baby. Let's go. Good night, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.